Alright, so today we're going to take another look at the Boss SY-200 synthesizer and just making our way through the different types of sounds and the variations within those. And today we're going to be looking at the different sweep options that we have. And there's only 9 of these, so it shouldn't take too long to get through. We'll go ahead and get to into that stuff there. So we have the Telecaster is what I'm using. Run direct into my DI plus, and then the synth pedal is in the effects loop of that. So that's my dry signal, no amp simulation, IRs, cab sims, anything like that. The dry signal is going to go away when I turn this on. So let's see, variation number 1. It's just on a single A note. Let's see what it does with a chord. Gets a little fuller. You hear the note kind of popping out in there. Interesting. Let's mess with the tone. I've got the expression pedal set to control the tone right now. It is making some bit of a difference, but let's see what happens if we change the rate. So I feel like there's a lot more difference there on the rate. Let's go all the way down with it. Kind of interesting. Let's put it back to the middle, mess with the depth. Okay, so that's the depth all the way up. Turn the depth all the way down. So it's just a little shallower there. Whereas this one like really goes deep. Yeah, that all the way up. So let's do this. I did kind of demo these out already and kind of got an idea of what I wanted to talk about. And I've had the expression pedal controlling the tone, but let's actually set it to control the rate for this one. So expression pedal function in the menu, then we go from tone to rate is what I wanted to control. And let's back out of that. All right, so now it's interesting. I don't know how useful it is. Let's try switching it to the depth. So again, back to here. Scroll over, all the way on the depth. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I almost kind of want to go back to the rate. Just kind of dial it in there. And if we do a control hold on. It's cool. I don't know how usable that sound right there is. Let's go to the next variation. So this one at least has a bit more of a note that's kind of hanging out with it there. It's kind of cool. Being able to kind of like control that flutter there. Let's mess with the tone. This tone all the way down. That's kind of cool. Let's go all the way up with it. Interesting. Mess with the depth. Okay. It's pretty out there. Let's keep it down a little bit more. go ahead and put it into the next variation, number 3. So this one definitely, you can at least like hit a chord, kind of like hear it in there. That's messing with the tone. Maybe the rate would work if you kind of narrowed in the range of it and wasn't like all the way down and all the way up. Let's mess with the depth. It's kind of cool. Okay, and let's maybe do this. I want to put it back to the tone for this one. All right. So it's a little bit more usable on this setting than it was on that first one. That's kind of cool. I'll just leave it on there. Let's go back to the sweep variation number 4. This one reminds me a lot more of the first one. I wonder if this is kind of what that slicer pedal sounds like. That's one that I really want to try out and maybe do the same process with. It's the Boss SL-200. So I can like grab that note and just kind of hold it there. Let's see, let's go on. I know that I'm messing around with the other controls. So that's the rate. Mess with the depth. The depth all the way down. Back here to the middle. Okay. Variation number 5. This one's cool. 5, a little bit more usable. You got that chord in there. Let's put some dry signal in it. That really makes it shine. So it sounds like that just off of a dry signal. Just imagine adding an amplifier to it. It doesn't even have to be a distorted tone, just a good clean tone with it. And I consider clean to be different than just like a direct signal, you know, having some kind of tone shaping going on, you know, to make it clean. Right. Rate up, rate down, tone. Well, that's cool. Bring the direct signal back out of it. Go to the next variation, number 6. I like that number 5. That was cool. Anyone that's watched any of my other videos knows that I like this kind of almost like video game sound that you can get on these. Cool. Let's mess with the rate. like I'm hearing much difference on that. What about with the depth? Definitely hearing that. So that's the depth all the way up, depth all the way down. Still usable, it's cool. Sounds different enough from the sound when it's all the way up. Kind of dial that in with the tone there too. And let's see what that, just make sure. Okay, there. So we just had to have this kind of dialed in a little bit more. But now you can hear the rate. So it's kind of midway there. Then you can kind of control it a little bit more. Okay. Cool. Let's go to the next variation, number 7. We have a few left to go. This one's okay. I don't know I like it as much as the last two. Let's mess around with the tone on this. Probably most usable kind of in the lower range of it there. Let's mess with the rate. That's cool. Rate down. There we go. Let's bring up the depth. There we go. Alright. Let's go up another one. Sweep number 8 variation. I like this. Still hear the chord in there. It is kind of wild and very responsive to the attack. Turn up the rate. Cool. Let's go up with the depth. Okay. It's not like it's getting a lot lower, but it is getting kind of a wider sound with that. Depth is all the way down. There you go. Alright, next variation up. Okay, still a sweep. It's a little bit more subtle than some of the other ones. So this is the tone. There you go. Let's go up with the rate. There it is. Oh, I thought I had it. Rate all the way up, rate all the way down. Oh, I had the depth all the way down too. So let's turn the depth back up. There we go. Now we can hear it more. So a little bit more on the depth. It's kind of cool. Back to 50. Let's put the depth all the way down, depth all the way up. So it's kind of, I don't know if it's, like how I would describe that, if it's kind of like a randomized Leslie. It definitely has a pattern to it. It kind of dips in and out. Let's put some dry signal behind it and see. Definitely want to know what I was doing with it. Maybe if the rate was a little higher. I don't know, that makes it much better too. So there's a few of these. I like, I think it was 5 and 6. Might have been some of my favorites there. Maybe that and 2 and 3 or something. So let's go ahead and wrap this one up for today. But that was 9 different sweep variations within the Boss SY-200. So I guess next will be the noise sounds, and then I still have to do the sound effects, sequencer, and arpeggio. But thank you very much for sticking with me through this, and I will see you then.